first and foremost creativity. There's self-direction, self-choice. It's open-ended. Also, the skills that they learn in terms of using hammers and tools and screws and washers, and the fine motor from going from a very whole-handed, grip like this, working with a hammer and feeling the weight of that, and the neuromuscular feedback that a student, a child, especially at 3 and 4, can get from a weighted tool. It builds that neuromuscular stability that ultimately will help them in learning.
I initially would probably have it out as a center for children to explore everything on there and then fine-tune it. Depending on the group of kids, I could see it going either way, either using it first and then opening up for them to do with it whatever they wanted. Because it's a big piece of furniture, I would have it out all of the time and then just change the uses, for what we did with it every so often.
I would put this outside. If I had an outdoor environment, I would probably put this in a covered or maybe even a screened-in porch area if I had that type of environment where children could move in freely. So scaffolding is a real big part of what I see here. Things that start out simple for a 3-year-old, but yet can still continue to work and build with 4, 5, even 6, 7, 8-year-old. You can go into shapes and geometry, naming shapes and different types of triangles, whether it's a scalene or isosceles triangle. So you're building geometry skills here, and it looks more creative than our traditional geo boards, because this is kind of a geo board, but it's not a grid. And so you create this more creative expression when you use this versus a 4x4 geo board. I would set boundaries and limits on it, such as it's a free choice, but also it might have a list of the students' names that are going to be able to work in that space today. And so you're making sure that children flow in and out and have an opportunity to have a time with that. But yet also think about not putting any limits on it and having children move in and out of this and collaborate, build, and free choice. So you talk about safety, you set the perimeters, you set all of those rules, and then you work within them. And if children misbehave or they're using the materials inappropriately, then that's a teachable moment. That's a time when you go in and you speak with the child about safety, or about what can I do differently, or what can you help me remember what is the limit with this tool? What's the goal of this tool? How are you using this tool? And it's, once again, the supervision needs to be mainly observation. The teacher needs to be there not as a director and telling you what to do, but as an observer, and they're the teacher, and the children will teach the teacher about how to use these materials in an appropriate and at their level.
This table is unlike anything I've seen before that has measurement on there. It's a real product. It's not the plastic. It's not primary colors. It's shiny. It's engaging. I think it would invite children naturally to come in and explore and use their hands and see. That would just help their learning.